Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show this on a Sunday. Well, today we had two matches which were played here at the Champions League T20 tournament. First was the sixth match, which was played between Cape Cobras versus the Hobart Hurricanes. And Hobart Hurricanes, they definitely lost the debut match, as you would remember, but today, well, they definitely did it. In fact, they won the match, so this was their first win in the Champions League T20 tournament. They actually defeated Cape Cobras by 6 wickets, which was some exciting stuff coming in from the blade of initially it was Ben Dunk who was dealing in boundaries, and then Aiden Blizzard really, I would say, really played in a real his name-like fashion, like a blizzard fashion, that he actually dispatched the bowlers. And especially it was good to see Aiden Blizzard really taking full toll of the low full tosses that were hurled at him. And Aiden Blizzard cracked 78 unbeaten runs of 48 deliveries with 4 fours and 5 sixes to clinch the match for the Hobart Hurricanes against the Cape Cobras. And then we had another match which was played. As you know, any India-Pakistan affair is always something very exciting. And yes, today it was Lahore Lions taking on the Kolkata Knight Riders. Lahore Lions, they really didn't have any answer to the spin bowling of Sunil Narine, who to date, Sunil Narine has played 2 matches and he has not given more than 9 runs. And today's bowling figures were 4 overs, 1 made and 9 runs and 3 wickets. The Lahore Lions batsmen definitely struggled there. They couldn't really fathom what was going on as far as Sunil Narine's bowling is concerned, and they kept losing wickets. And then they also had an introduction of a rare type of bowler as far as international cricket is concerned, and his name is Kuldeep Yadav. Now Kuldeep Yadav is a left-arm Chinaman bowler. One would remember that in the Under-19 World Cup, he took a hat-trick against Scotland, and today Kuldeep Yadav really made the Lahore Lions batsmen really search for the ball, because they really didn't know how the ball was turning, because he was turning the ball. As you know, a Chinaman ball is basically with the wrist. He actually turns the ball, and Kuldeep Yadav also bowled pretty well. And that is what had Lahore Lions restricted to 151. And Kolkata Knight Riders, they got a very good start from the openers. Now, as you know, in the Indian Premier League, Kolkata Knight Riders were the champions of the Indian Premier League 2014. Definitely they owe a lot of thanks to Robin Uthappa and Gautam Gambhir, the captain, who used to give them very good start, especially Robin Uthappa. And today we saw the openers actually give them a good start, but definitely I thought Kolkata Knight Riders, after getting a century stand, they really struggled, and I thought the Lahore Lions really came back into the match in a big way, but not before Surya Kumar Yadav actually got the winning run and actually saved it for Kolkata Knight Riders, with Kolkata Knight Riders winning the match by 4 wickets. Well, I'll be talking about both these matches. So first, let's have a look at the 6th match in Group B, which was today played at Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium here in Hyderabad. Cape Cobras versus the Hobart Hurricanes. And Cape Cobras were the ones who actually won the toss, and they chose to bat first. They really had a very tough time. In fact, they couldn't really get their bearings right. In fact, Cape Cobras were hit by an early blow when Hashim Amla had his stumps knocked off by a Ben Hilfenhaus delivery for 8 with 2 boundaries. After that, Ramela, the one-drop batsman, really made amends after Hashim Amla's dismissal, when he started rattling runs aplenty, playing some very good hook strokes and pull strokes. He contributed 21 of 11 deliveries, 1 4 and 2 sixes. Richard Levy was there in the team today. So Richard Levy, as you know, he's a very good hitter of the ball, and he played his part, and he was the highest scorer today with 42 of 30 deliveries with 6 fours and 1 6. Dean Willis making 25 22 balls with 1 4 and 1 6, and then it was it was left, and that was the time when Engelbright, who actually had come into the team in place of JP Duminy, when he was out, the score was 132 for 6 in the 16th over for the Cape Cobras, and one was probably wondering like where are the runs going to come. But definitely that partnership between Robin Peterson and Vernon Philander really did a great job, I thought, because from 132 they took on the score to 184 for 6 of 20 overs, and that was a stand of 52 runs in a span of 24 balls. And Vernon Philander was playing superbly. He was hitting boundaries right, left and center. Robin Peterson also equal to the task, and both of them really went after the Hobart Hurricanes bowlers to put up a score which was looking pretty good on the board at 184 for 6, with Robin Peterson not out on 25 of 14 deliveries, 2 fours and 1 6. But have a look at Vernon Philander. He smoked 32 of 14 deliveries, unbeaten 32 of 14 deliveries, 5 fours and 1 6, and 184 for 6 was the tally for the Cape Cobras. Now Bollinger, 4 overs 1 for 39, came in for some tap. Hilfenhaus, 4 overs 2 for 49, also got hit. Doherty, 4 overs 1 for 29, Xavier Doherty, left-arm spinner. Many 2 overs 1 for 20. Ben Lawlin, 4 overs no maiden 2 for 31, and Shoaib Malik bowled 2 overs for 15. Now 184 for 6 was a good total, which was put up by the Cape Cobras. And the Hobart Hurricanes batting, well, they started off in a very nice manner. In fact, as you know, Ben Dunk, of late we have, Ben Dunk has been given a lot of opportunities, and one has seen that Ben Dunk has not really got any amount of success. He also played in the Indian Premier League, as you would remember, but he couldn't get much of success. But back home in Australia, he's been doing pretty well. And today was the first time that one saw that Ben Dunk really showed that the stroke making that he is known for. As Hobart Hurricanes, in the chase of 184, they lost the Tim Payne pretty early in the piece, when Longwell actually castled them for 7 of 10 deliveries, 1 4. And after that, Ben Dunk was, even though Payne was gone, but look at that partnership. In fact, even though Payne went for 7, you can really say what was happening. When Tim Payne departed, the first wicket fell. The score on the board for Hobart Hurricanes was 51 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. So that really tells you what amount of batting. The way Ben Dunk batted, and Ben Dunk, let me tell you, he was dealing absolutely in boundaries. He was really hitting the Longwell and Philander, Peterson, everybody were getting stroke for boundaries, and Ben Dunk, as I said, he was dealing only in boundaries. And the partnership had gone to 51, with the lion's share being held by Ben Dunk. Then Aidan Blizzard came in and joined Dunk. Aidan Blizzard took his time. He decided to really settle down, allowing Ben Dunk to do all the scoring. And when the score reached 91, Dunk, after doing some good work there by making 54 runs of 35 deliveries with 10 fours in that knock, was out. As Engelbright, as you know, is a right arm off spinner, and he was playing in place of JP Duminy. He got his first scalp, and I thought he bowled pretty well his quota of 4 overs, giving away only 20 runs and picking up 3 wickets. In fact, Ben Dunk was the next to go. He was gone, caught on tongue bowled Engelbright for 54 of 35 balls with 10 fours. A beautiful knock from Ben Dunk, I thought. And after that, Aidan Blizzard was joined in by Shoaib Malik. Aidan Blizzard, he was really, he was there at the wicket, but he saw that there were 2 wickets falling when he was there at the crease, as Engelbright actually first took the wicket of Shoaib Malik for 8 of 7 balls with 1 4, and he also sent back Travis Burt, the another big hitter, into the pavilion for 7 of 6 balls with 1 4, and suddenly the Hobart Hurricanes, who were really sailing along smoothly at one point of time, suddenly found themselves in a quite bit of bother there at 121 for 4 in the 15th over. And then after that it was, so they basically required, they only had under 32 balls left in the game, and the equation was pretty tough, I would say, because they required another 63 runs to nail it, and Aiden Blizzard was joined in by Jonathan Wells at the crease. Now Aiden Blizzard till that time was pretty sedate, and he was just probably, I thought he was just getting, he had probably his score was just 30 of 31 balls. But after that, let me tell you, Aiden Blizzard, like his name suggests, Blizzard, he really came and started playing in a blizzard-like fashion as he started pummeling boundaries. Not only boundaries, but what was good to see, all the low full tosses that the Cape Cobras bowlers were bowling were all disappearing for sixes, and he kept on doing that to a great degree. And not only that, Jonathan Wells was also combining well with him, and suddenly from 121 for 4, Hobart Hurricanes with some very good hitting, some real hammering going on from the blade of Aiden Blizzard, who as I said played in a blizzard-like fashion. As I said, he was 30 of 31 balls, and when the equation was 63 to get off 32 balls, Aiden Blizzard was a totally changed person as he changed gears and totally demolished this Cape Cobras attack to get a victory for the Hobart Hurricanes, with Aiden Blizzard not out on 78 of 48 deliveries, with 4 fours and 5 sixes in that. 5 beautiful sixes hit by Aiden Blizzard, as that low full tosses were disappearing into the stands. Jonathan Wells was not out on 17 of 10 deliveries, 1 4 and 1 6, and what a partnership, a winning partnership for the 5th wicket, with Hobart Hurricanes winning the match by 6 wickets, and Aiden Blizzard for his blizzard-like knock of 78 of 48 deliveries with 4 fours and 5 sixes took away the man of the match. The bowling, Pete at 1.5 overs, no maiden, none for 13. Longwell on his comeback, 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 43. Unfortunately for the Cape Cobras, the best bowlers really suffered at the hands of Aiden Blizzard. Vernon Philander, 3 overs, costing 42. I thought Vernon Philander could have bowled much better. He gave a lot of scoring opportunities to Aiden Blizzard, I thought. Robin Peterson, 3 overs, none for 37. We had Majima bowled 1 over 13. Engelbreit, as I said, did his job pretty well. In fact, that was the time when Engelbreit and Justin Ontong were there. Engelbreit was the one who really throttled this Hobart Hurricanes innings when he picked up those wickets. But after that, as I said, Aiden Blizzard came in and completed the win for Hobart Hurricanes. So that was the first match, and now we go on to the next match. As I said, the next match which was played was between Lahore Lions and the Kolkata Knight Riders. The toss was actually won by the Kolkata Knight Riders, and Kolkata Knight Riders, as you know, always know that they normally prefer to chase because that is something they like, and that has been something sort of a success story for them. Today it was Lahore Lions who actually batted first. The KKR won the toss and inserted the Lahore Lions to bat without any hesitation, Captain Gautam Gambhir. And Lahore Lions, they didn't have a good start. A beautiful piece of fielding by Andre Russell. In fact, Nasir Jamshed has actually played the delivery and probably thought the ball is actually going to be picked up by Kuldeep Yadav. But on the other hand, it was Andre Russell who was swooping onto the ball, and he actually, in one pickup and throw motion, he threw down the stumps, and Nasir Jamshed was caught off ground, and he had to run out for 10 of 16 deliveries with 1 4, which made. But the partnership actually reached 50 thanks to Ahmed Shahzad really playing some beautiful strokes. He really handled Patrick Cummins, Andre Russell, and Piyush Chawla pretty well, and things were going on pretty well. I mean, at that time, even though Nasir Jamshed was out. So that was the first wicket. After that, Kuldeep Yadav. Now, Kuldeep Yadav, as I said, is a big rarity as far as international cricket is concerned. And those who don't know about Kuldeep Yadav, let me tell you, he's a left-arm Chinaman bowler, and he has actually taken a hat-trick in the Under-19 World Cup, which was played in Dubai against, I thought it was against Scotland, and he's a very good bowler. And let me tell you, the Lahore Lions batsmen really found him pretty hard to really spot, and Mohammad Hafiz was a victim as Kuldeep Yadav got the wicket. Kuldeep Yadav was pretty unlucky, I thought, because Ahmed Shahzad had actually given some catches and that were dropped. Mohammad Hafiz was out for 9. And then the principal scorers were Ahmed Shahzad with 59 and 42 balls, 5 fours and 4 sixes, and then Umar Akmal came in. And he really was there. But the problem was that Umar Akmal was there at the crease, but the other players couldn't get going. Saad Naseem, Umar Sadiq and Asif Raza really struggled against the likes of Sunil Narine. Now Sunil Narine, let me tell you, he has not given double figures. I mean, he has not, in his bowling quota of 4 overs, he has not given more than 9 runs in the last 2 matches, and that's his absolute control. And Lahore Lions batsmen were absolutely at sea against Sunil Narine. They couldn't spot what was going on. He had absolutely bamboozled them, and in that bamboozling and not knowing what to do, even though Umar Akmal was there at the crease, Saad Naseem was out for a duck to the bowling of Narine. Umar Sadiq was LBW bowled Narine for 2. Asif Raza was bowled by Narine for a duck. And then finally, the only time that Lahore Lions could get runs was once Sunil Narine was out of the attack. Even Kuldeep Yadav made life difficult for the Lahore Lions batsmen, taking 1 for 21. And look at Sunil Narine's figures: 4 overs, 1 maiden, 9 runs and 3 wickets. Splendid bowling figures, and 151 for 7 on the board. Umar Akmal was the man who actually got them to that score, making 40 runs of 24 balls with 3 fours and 2 sixes. Wahab Riaz was not out on 14 of 12 deliveries, 2 fours. And let's have a look at the bowling card as far as the Kolkata Knight Riders bowlers are concerned. As I said, Sunil Narine took the cake: 4 overs, 1 maiden, 9 runs, 3 wickets. Piyush Chawla, 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 35. And the pace bowlers were costly: 4 overs, none for 38 for Andre Russell. Was absolutely off colour. Ahmed Shahzad went after him. Patrick Cummins also got some severe tap from the batsman, Lahore Lions batsman. 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 38. Well, nothing mattered in the end. It's 151 for 7 of 20 overs was the final tally for the Lahore Lions. Now, as far as Kolkata Knight Riders were concerned, they had to make 152 to win. Well, Robin Uthappa and Gautam Gambhir started off in which one saw that Gautam Gambhir was the aggressor. Gautam Gambhir was the one who had started hitting the boundaries. He was hitting some very good boundaries and playing well. But Robin Uthappa was pretty slow. In fact, in the power play overs, Robin Uthappa was absolutely like a spectator in front of Gambhir. Gambhir was doing all the scoring, and Robin Uthappa was probably trying to get into form, I reckon. And Robin Uthappa took his time at the crease. He really took his time at the crease. One only saw runs coming in from the blade of Robin Uthappa for quite a long time, but once it came, it never stopped, as Robin Uthappa and Gambhir went on to put a 100-run partnership, a century partnership. They're really laying the foundation for an easy victory there. Robin Uthappa and Gautam Gambhir, as Robin Uthappa slowly opened up, he started showing his wares. Once he settled down, he started using the crease very well, coming down to the wicket to the spinners. He deposited 2 sixes of the bowling of Adnan Rasool, the spinner, and he also played some very good strokes, as one has seen him do in the Indian Premier League 2014. So Robin Uthappa and Gambhir went on, and finally they had realized 100 runs for the first wicket in 13 overs, in 12.3 overs to be precise. And then finally Robin Uthappa fell a victim, as he was bowled by the spinner Adnan Rasool for 46 of 34 balls with 4 fours and 2 sixes. So that made the score 100 for 1. Gautam Gambhir, after making 60 of 47 balls with 8 fours, was a goner, as he was bowled by Mustafa Iqbal. And then Aizaz Cheema suddenly came in and dealt a double blow by getting 2 good wickets. First he got rid of Manvinder Bisla for 6, who holed out to Umar Akmal of 8 balls. And then when Yusuf Pathan fell, caught by Wahab Riaz of the bowling of Aizaz Cheema. In fact, Yusuf Pathan had sent Aizaz Cheema soaring into the stands, and the very next delivery Yusuf Pathan was gone, out for 11 with 1-6. And suddenly there was a bit of trouble for the Kolkata Knight Riders, as they lost Yusuf Pathan. The score was 135 for 4. And then Ryanton Doshat was LBW, bowled Wahab Riaz for 12 of 9 balls with 1-4. But Surya Kumar Yadav was at the crease, and Andre Russell had just joined him. And with the score on 146 for 5 and 10, Doshat went, the pressure started building on the Kolkata Knight Riders. But and the pressure not only was building, but suddenly there was a tremendous pressure on the Kolkata Knight Riders as they lost Andre Russell, the big hitter, as he was gone. Adnan Rasool bowled Asif Raza for 1, and that was the time one saw that Lahore Lions probably sensed that they had an opportunity here, and that with the score rating 147 for 6, probably the Kolkata Knight Riders were under some real pressure there when Andre Russell left, but Lahore Lions were probably thinking that now is their chance to actually go in for the kill and get this victory. Suddenly things had changed, the complexion was slowly changing, but Surya Kumar Yadav, well, what a shot he played. He just stood there, the very first delivery that he got, he just moving right across the off stump, he flicked the delivery into the stands for an enormous 6. And after that, Surya Kumar Yadav saw to it that Kolkata Knight Riders won't lose this opportunity, even though 147, even though the runs were only less, but there was still pressure, and that finally, due to wickets falling for the Kolkata Knight Riders, the match had to go on to the final over, and with 3 balls to spare, Surya Kumar Yadav completed it with an unbeaten 14 of 5 deliveries, with 1 4 and 1 6. Patrick Cummins not out not, and finally the Kolkata Knight Riders were home, winning the match by 4 wickets. But definitely, I thought Lahore Lions definitely came back into the match big time. But finally, as I said, Surya Kumar Yadav completed the victory for the Kolkata Knight Riders. So Kolkata Knight Riders now have already taken, I think they've already won 2 matches now. And the bowling, well, Mohammad Hafiz 3 overs none for 23. Asif Raza 1.3 overs, no more than 1 for 10. Aziz Chima was costly, 4 overs 242. Wahab Riaz 4 overs, no more than 1 for 25. Adnan Rasool, the spinner, 4 overs, no more than 1 for 28. I thought he bowled well. Mustafa Iqbal 3 overs for 25. And look at Sunil Narine, his second man of the match award. As I said, in this Champions League T20, he has not given away more than 9 runs. In fact, he has not. I mean that is something. Some excellent bowling, I thought, from Sunil Narine, and he is the one who is a real mystery. And not only that, let me tell you, Kolkata Knight Riders now look to be a team really looking pretty strong, because we also had a look at the left-arm Chinaman bowler Kuldeep Yadav today, and let me tell you, he was also pretty difficult to spot out for the Lahore Lions batsmen. And one has to see, it would be very interesting to see how the other batsmen, how the other teams actually play Kuldeep Yadav, because Sunil Narine is something which is already a botheration. Now, not only that, now the opposition batsman also has to think about a strategy to deal with Kuldeep Yadav. So one can say that Kolkata Knight Riders now have the 8 overs really in their bag, because if both of them, now Sunil Narine, if he's going to get a good partner like Kuldeep Yadav who is going to bowl well, then that is going to be real trouble for the opposition, because he's also bowling pretty well, and he's also a very difficult bowler to really pick up. Well, one has to wait and watch, but all in all, I think Kolkata Knight Riders are looking pretty strong here in this Champions League T20 tournament. Well, dear fans and subscribers, on this note, your host Ram would like to end the cricket show for today, but promising you that I'll be there with my next cricket show tomorrow. That's on a Monday. Until then, it's goodbye from here. Thank you.